So the first question I'm going to ask, which 10 states have the largest total computable MMIS expenditure? Identifying the states that has a lot of expense on the MMIS side, and I'm going to add that to the analysis. I'm going to ask, what are the 10 states that have the largest total computable eligibility system expense? And I'm going to add that to our analysis. I'm also going to look for the eligibility worker expense and identify the top 10 states, right? So the MMIS expense, eligibility expense, and worker expense are the 3 available expenses within our data set. And I picked up all the 3 and plotted the top 10. Start building some more visuals that includes some scatter plot information. The first thing that we can build is a scatter plot for total MMIS expense and the prenatal care visits per state. Similarly, I'm going to build a scatter plot for total computable eligibility system expense. Maybe I'll just build one more, total computable worker expense. So we have collected 3 different scatter plots now. I think we have enough data. I'm going to publish this data set again. And now let's go back to the data story, and we will pick that same question that we were trying to build on. And now in this case, we are going to pick all the 6 visuals. Now in this case, we are addressing this in an iterative nature where the GenBI tool came back and told us about missing scatter plot, and now we are adding that scatter plot. And then it also uses the scatter plots to provide some analysis, right? There is a positive correlation between MMIS expenditure and the number of prenatal care visits. So there's an inverse relationship between eligibility system expense and the number of emergency department visits. And then there is a notable inverse correlation between total computable eligibility worker expense by state and number of emergency department visits in 2022. So there are some good insights. You can go back and forth with the data set that you have to make this report more and more comprehensive. So in summary, today we saw the application of generative BI on a Medicaid data set and compared that with the emergency department visits and prenatal care visits within every state across the country, and built a data story to see what is the correlation between these parameters.